the north, they say he will take he won't take the north. Oh, they don't like him in the north. They don't like Atiku. But
Yeah.
who does it default to? You will say it automatically defaults to Tinubu, but Tinubu itself is imploding before our very eyes.
But why would you say Tinubu? I don't see Tinubu imploding at all.
One man, I think everybody,
not,
is
it's not
underrating Atiku.
It's not
Maybe
imploding.
he believe he has already created a space in the north. Nobody's know. We don't know what
we have to know. Is he creating it in secret?
It may be. I don't know.
I don't know. One man, why are you saying Tinubu? Tinubu is
quiet.
Tinubu is acting like it's a coronation. It's not even imploding. Tinubu was in Delta over the weekend. He now went, not just that, he now went back to Tompolo, to Baramatu. I mean, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. To Baramatu Kingdom to go and hobnob and get chieftaincy title and get endorsement in that space. He's acting like it's almost a certainty that it's going to become the president. I don't even know where you guys have the narrative that is imploding.
Tinubu take 80% of it. Tinubu think he already won the presidency. 80%.
Yeah,
exactly.
And I think,
I think that's it does.
I think that's the situation, but I think that is also probably going to be his biggest mistake in this election. That's because
Tinubu thinks he has it in the bag. The way he's acting.
And yes,
but one thing though, there's no candidate. There's no candidates as active as Tinubu in this election cycle.
No,
none.
Not even Obi, not even Shore, who is not even Adewale. No, nobody is.
It's all over the place.
One man. Can you pull the people in this space to see what they think, whether it's going to be the first round or the second round?
You mean for if the election will go into a rerun?
Yeah, can see.
All right.
See what people say.
Why not do that? It's all our platforms. I'm just here too. So let's do that then. Man of Prestige's question. And by the way, Kulata, before you leave us, there was a story that I brought specifically because of you. Ghana wanting to start buying oil with gold instead of dollars because you've been highlighting the economic space. So I want just your feel on that in a moment. But let's do as a Man of Prestige directed, and then so that's that thing then. But let me say from my own point of view, I don't think the election will be a rerun. No, I think it's going to be a Tinubu victory, not by a landslide, but by a reasonable, if not an incontestable margin. I think Tinubu will win by an incontestable margin. But let's try the progressives, who I'm sure has left us, because it's not like Akim to be quiet. Akim, are you still there? No, I didn't think it was. But Ola, so the question being put by Man of Prestige, do you think the elections will go into a rerun? And if you do, why? But give us just a brief feel of your thoughts in that space.
Because I don't see why it will go into a rerun, because number one, I expect Tinubu to clear the entire Southwest. Then I expect him to do very well in some of the northern states, Northeast, where his deputy is from, and even Northwest, I expect him to do very well. So when you consider those three states, I think when I say do well, not just 25% to win in all those places. Then when I don't see how it will not make at least 25% from the North Central, and I don't see how it will not make anything from the South. So to me, when you look at that situation, I don't see how there be a rerun for in this election, because I limit that success of will be for now to the Southeast. Even in North Central, we are talking about is still arguable. So nothing is done until, because Kwara State is not central, Kogi is not central. So I don't see how Obi will defeat Tinubu in those two states, for example. So no rerun.
Oh, all right, thank you. I want to add an appendage to that question. After you've given us, then declare a winner. So you declare a winner. So we are not going to hold you to it, but declare a winner, and then the next person as well, give your answer, and then declare a winner. So declare a winner.
No, a winner in 2023 election, as from my understanding, will be Tinubu.
All right, brilliant. So to man of prestigious question, Uptown, do you see the elections going into a rerun? If so, why? And then at the end of your narration, declare winner.
Okay, I can go.
No, Uptown first. Yeah,
Okay.
we'll do it. Yeah.
I don't see this election going to a rerun. Honestly, I don't see it going to a rerun. And this might not be popular opinion, but then I know why I'm saying it. So I believe Obi is going to get the majority votes in terms of popular votes. He's the most popular politician in Africa right now. He's going to get the popular votes. I can tell you that for sure. He's going to get the majority votes in this election. The spread, as of today, I cannot guarantee that. But then with the speed of which things are moving, I can also probably say that, yeah, he can get the spread as well. And if he gets the spread, he's going to win this election in a landslide, in a very shocking way. So that's my. But then Rerun, I don't see Rerun. Honestly, I don't. So
All
that's
right.
my own position.
For formality's sake, declare a winner. Uptown.
I mean, PPO now, President Peter Obi.
All right, brilliant. So President
Yeah.
Peter Obi. But is that President Peter Obi or no? Let me not do that. I do that too often. Or is it President Peter Obi? All right. So Desmond, to you next. Man of prestigious question: do you think the election is going to go into a rerun? If so, why? So give us your argument for whatever your position is, and then at the end of your narration, declare winner.
Yeah, can you hear me, woman?
Perfectly. Carry on.
Okay. I used to think, I always say it was gonna go to a rerun, but when I saw the rally in Oyo or whatever it is, and what is going on now, and I basically thought about it, and I think it's not gonna go to a rerun. I think Peter is gonna win because. And I also think it's gonna win with a really large number of votes. I really think it's gonna win like I'll say like 8 million or 9 million votes. I might be exaggerating, but it's gonna be a lot of votes. And also Peter Obi is gonna be the president.
All right, brilliant. So brilliant, well put. So that's to Peter Obi. So well said. Is going far too predictably, but it's to Kulata. Then the question, your response.
I think I've seen enough. I mean, I've said that weeks ago, like two or 3 weeks ago, that this election most likely favors Tinubu, and it's just due to a lot of structural issues with PDP. Otherwise, PDP could have given him run for his money. I don't see a situation where Peter Obi can win because he doesn't have the spread, even though he's going to do well in the southeast and decent enough numbers in the south, and some in Lagos. I just don't see it. And Atiku is fighting too many battles, but I see it going one round. Tinubu winning narrowly, and if Tinubu can get Kwakwanso on his side, then it's just going to be a blowout. That's how I see it.
And for formality's sake, declare winner.
Tinubu will win. It's only if he falls down that he's not going to win. If he falls down in the rally.
All right, brilliant. So Ajale Koko, hopefully you're still with us because I think people are especially keen to hear what you have to say. So Ajale Koko, man of prestige, is asking if you think the elections will go into a rerun or not. So give us what you think and why you think it. And at the end of your submission, give us declare winner. Ajale Koko.
Well, if election is going to be at all, we say, I don't, I, 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 I don't if there's going to be election at all, the incident that happened in 1993 will repeat itself. There will be election, result will not be announced. And there won't be a winner.
Abiola revisited?
Yeah, that is what I see.
Why do you say that?
Election might take place. Result will not be announced. And Abiola situation is where we're going to find ourselves again in that country. Because there's too many power fighting against each other now in that country. And that was exactly what we had in 1993. Too many power fighting against each other. That is what is going to replay this time. So,
but Buhari cannot continue constitutionally. So are you looking at an interim government? And what do you anticipate the composition will be?
That might be what we are going to end up with. And everybody obedient will be satisfied. Some Yorubas will be satisfied. And it's going to be win-win for everybody when that happens. We're going to have a government of national unity where everybody, all interest groups will be brought in, to run the country. And
is there a provision for that in our constitution?
Forget about constitution. What kind of
I'm just asking. No, forget your opinion.
It will be an illegal government if it's not constitutional.
That's why I want to ask. Just forget about your own opinion. Forget about your opinion on the constitution. I'm just asking a yes or no question. Is there a provision for that in our constitution?
I suspect there isn't, but hopefully
there is not, and that's why I don't think it's anything.
Your constitution is an illegal constitution as well. So it's an illegal constitution in the first place. Illegal constitution have to be rewriting, for a constitution that will take care of the interests of all Nigerians. So we should not be expecting too much in 2023. Election might hold. Result will not be announced, and everybody's going to be win-win to everybody. And you have a government of, like one man said, maybe government of national unity, and everybody will have, everybody will be pleased. That's it.
To support.
But who will head that? Because who heads that national unity? Government.
One man. If there's no constitutional provision for it, you can't come up with a head. The only way you can come up with a head in our government is through elections. It's pretty clear.
Otherwise, it's a coup.
Otherwise, it's a coup. So let's forget about stuff that's not in the constitution.
In 2015, when Yar'Adua died, it wasn't really in the constitution what exactly was going to happen. So the National Assembly, I think they had to converge to bring up that doctrine of necessity. So depending on how the election works, maybe it might be marred by violence or what have you, or whatever it is, but there might be space for probably an interim government.
There's a clear succession when the president dies in the constitution. It goes to the vice president. It's pretty clear.
So why were they ignoring with the whole thing?
That was just power. I mean, just because Jonathan was weak and people wanted power grab. There's clear succession. When president dies, it goes to the vice president. This vice president dies, it goes to the head of the Senate. If that one dies, it goes to the House.
Yes,
it's clear.
Okay. Let me say this.
That's why they say number one citizen, number two, number three, number four.
If what Ajali Koko says happens, I'm looking at a Professor Sibanjo as an interim government leader.
No, that would be too political.
It's not. You have to suspend the constitution, and the only way for you to suspend the constitution is military intervention.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Kulata.
And the world doesn't have appetite for that anymore.
No. Kulata, if that happens, I'm seeing a military intervention that is going to form a committee, an interim committee that will be headed by Professor Sebanjo.
Nigeria is too critical of a stakeholder in global democracy for us to have a military government right now.
It's not necessarily a military. No, it's not a military government.
Yeah.
We're way too deep. It's not gonna. Well, I don't think, if it's not in the constitution, I don't think it's possible.
So for what period would that interim government be, and what would be their remit?
I think for a couple of months till the election issues have been sorted out.
Well, no,
maybe
you can't have that.
Maybe the interim leader is going to hand over to the substantive presidents.
No, because if they have an interim government, which sits then that government outside of the constitution, then that issue of that vexatious constitution has to be addressed. So they can't they can't not use that window to address the constitution.
Why are we jumping hoops here? What is going to create an interim government? Are we going to be unable to count our votes? Or if the first vote goes inconclusive, we don't have laws that tells us exactly what we're going to do next, which is going to be another round between the first two. We have everything in our laws that addresses anything. There's nothing that's taking us to an interim state unless we have a coup. So except some guys are planning a coup, we're just going to do our elections and count our votes. And if it doesn't do, we do it again and count the votes.
All right. I didn't see that coming. I didn't see an interim government coming. So no point asking Ajanle Koko to declare winner. He's already said what election even. So man of prestige, you ask the question, you respond to it, and then declare a winner after your narrative.
Okay, before I do that, Ajanle Koko permutation has a tendency for anarchy. Yeah, man. That actually happened.
It's a rebel, isn't it? A rebel leader, Ajanle Koko.
But let me go with my own permutation. I think Obi is going to win the popular vote by very, very, very high margin. The problem is going to be actualizing the 24%. That's winning 24 states. That's what. But in my own opinion, I think he's going to clean it by barely, maybe the 24 exactly, or barely clinking it. And if that didn't happen, if they go to second round, it's gonna be Obi, because Obi is gonna come first. Whoever is gonna come second, I don't know. But whoever is gonna come second, they're gonna ally with Obi to achieve the presidency. So in my final analysis, it's gonna be Obi 2023.
All right. All right. So X0, hopefully you're still there. X0, because you actually the first to come in. X0. Look at that. We never really get to X0. I don't know. I try very hard to get to you, but it's a very busy. I think X0 is an event organizer. So it's a man, is the plug. If you ever want to get into the entertainment space in Sweden, X0 is your man. So World Pace, the question, your response. World Pace.
Konnichiwa, everybody.
Salam.
The way I say, the way the permission is going right now, the way things are going in Nigeria right now, I would say there will not be a winner in the first election, according to the permutation we are saying. If Kwakwaso will hold the north, and Atiku will drag some part with him, Tinubu hold southwest, and Obi hold the southeast and south. That means there's not going to be a winner at the first round, according to the permutation I'm saying right now. But in total, I will still give it to Tinubu as an incumbent. Yeah, his party is the incumbent party, power now, how they say it. So a second round, he will get it as a president. That's how I see it, one man.
All right. And for formality's sake, declare your president.
Yeah. Tinubu, he will win according to the permutation I'm saying.
All right. It went pretty much predictably. Everybody with very logical reasons, but really along tribal lines. About Ajanle Koko, of course, who is never anything tribal. But Kulata, I want to take you to this space because when I saw this, your name just popped up. Ghana to start using gold instead of US dollar to buy oil. The Ghanaian government has announced that it will begin utilizing gold instead of dollars to purchase oil products in order to address the issue of the country's declining foreign exchange reserves. Ghana's Vice President